Good day, my YouTubers, my MEGALUNEI TV community. It is the third time I'm recording this video, so we'll get it. So today I'm here for another episode of the leadership show, and I'm sorry I was away for a while, but you can see that the videos are becoming more and more regular. I had some my room was a little bit flooded because of certain things that happened with our neighbors upstairs. So before I speak about this police issue that's happening, where it's all about cutting funding, cutting police, cutting this, cutting that, versus the RCMP in our province, Alberta, let me give you a little testimony. Either last year or the year before, I went for dinner at the Valley Ranch. It was meant to be a gift for my parents for their wedding anniversary, but something came up, so I moved it, and they had a special on Valentine's Day, so I went for Valentine's Day, like a singles Valentine's Day, yeah, Valentine's night. So I went. It was a fine dining experience. And I had never been to that restaurant before. I just picked them from the open table platform. So I went, and lo and behold, I was enjoying myself. It was a 5-course meal. I was enjoying myself. It was awesome. And sorry, I was doing some woodwork. You didn't get to, unfortunately, because the other videos did not work, you don't get to see it, because I actually finished. So I was using the carpenter's wood glue. I got this from Home Depot. It's very good. It's very, very good. Thanks be to God. Blessed are they who are inspired to do such things. So yeah, it was a fine dining experience. So after dinner, I left, went to catch the bus, and in the process, I thought it was probably 10 p.m. I didn't think of looking at my receipt. So I came. It was snowing that night. It was beautiful. It was cold. I was dressed warm. I always overdressed when I go out, because I always tell myself, in case something happened, it is better for me to be overdressed than underdressed. Well, it did serve that night. It was cold. It was cold. I was waiting, and I was like, how come the bus isn't coming? Like, it's in my mind, I'm thinking it's not midnight yet. The bus should be here soon. But I was waiting for a while. I even attempted to stop one of the drivers who was passing by just to get the time, because I don't have a cell phone. I rarely use a cell phone. It must be overwhelmingly busy at the boutique for me to use a cell phone. So I usually rely on Google telecom system, or Facebook telecom system, or LinkedIn when I was using LinkedIn. I don't have a LinkedIn account anymore. Oh well. So this said, I rang at a neighbor's door. There was no answer. So then I rang the doorbell at another neighbor's door, and somebody answered over the and said yes. And I said, I'm sorry, Mom, like, I'm waiting at the bus stop. I've been waiting for a while. I was just dining at a restaurant, and I just need to know what time it is. So she said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so now would you please leave my door or I will call the police. I was flabbergasted. I was speechless. I thought to myself, what? You mean like I've been waiting out there for so long? And I told her, yes, please do call the police. Yes, call the police for me. I'm waiting at the bus stop. I'm at the bus stop right in front of like your house on the other side of the street in that cul-de-sac. And I just left. And I think I thanked her. And God bless her heart. So the police came, and I explained to the police what happened. When I get, and they gave me a ride home. So it's when I got into the police car that I looked at the food receipt, and I noticed that by the time I left the restaurant, it was almost midnight. It was 11 something. So let's just say it was midnight. So I had been waiting there for like 3 amazing hours. And I didn't know. And I thank the holy angel. I truly believe that the holy angels of this city, and especially the holy seraphims, were watching over me that night. They were keeping me warm. I know I did dress warm, but trust me, it was cold that night. And God bless the manufacturers of all the things that I wear as well. So this said, I will thank again. I had thanked them in the video for the restaurant before, but I will thank them again. Thank you, Officer Dustin and Officer Christopher, for giving me a ride home that night. I know sometimes they are police officers are not perfect, but between you and me, this is a type of career that I could never do. I would never be able to be a police officer. I do not know how they are supported. Instead of, let's just put it this way, instead of even cutting any founding, I would say, I have a sense that they need to be supported more, not just financially, morally, intellectually, emotionally. Their families need to be supported. I do not know how they cope. I don't know how they cope with the type of work that they do. I don't know what it would be like to go pick up a body every day, to see somebody die every day, to have to arrest somebody every day. I don't know. I really do not know how they do it. It's always fun when I see them coming and getting some tea or some coffee at Tim Hortons, because it means they're having some recreation time, some proper recreation time. But I think they need to be more supported, whether it is the Alberta Police or the RCMP, or whether it is even the CCs, wherever we have police, or the National Army, the Canadian Forces, everything that speaks protection of the nation and of the people, I believe we need to support from the ground up to the top. In every way possibly. Dubai's police is known to be if not the best, one of the best police in the world. I do not know how they have managed to get there. They get some of the finest cars. They find some of the finest equipment, some of the finest, like everything is like top notch. I do not know if here we have exchange program, but I know that in my native land in Benin, there are a lot of exchange program. I know that, for example, a while ago, and they might still be there, one of the units of the armies in the USA was in an exchange program with one of the units of the armies in Benin, and they were often in the news, and they were being dispatched in different areas where they were showing them with the ambassador of the USA in Benin, where they were working within the rural communities, supporting, different tasks, different things. And it was very different because you would see them there, and then suddenly it was such a different perspective from everything you hear about the police or the army in the USA in terms of disagreement with the people, the communities. It was very, it was a different look. And I know that the naval army did as well something a while ago. One of the units was doing a training with, I'm pretty sure it's Belgium. Either it is Belgium or it is France or Switzerland. I'm not sure. One of the three countries. I will verify that information. So Canada, I believe this year was ranking 11 in the safest country in the world. So we want to be able to be number one. I believe that His Majesty Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai, posted on Twitter, I think that was 3 years ago now, or maybe 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? The UAE, the United Arab Emirate, was number one, the safest country in the world. A small country in the Middle East. When you see that, it tells you how much we are falling behind. Either our priorities are not where they're supposed to be, and our focus is not where it's supposed to be, or I don't know what's going on. Because we have quite a bit, as we are such a big country. We have so many resources. Like, what is it that is stopping us from excelling in all the different areas that we are blessed to have? Like, we have so many industry in this country, so why can we not excel in those different areas? Like, we have different departments that are striking right now. We have Canada Post that are striking, the teachers are striking. I wonder what it will be like to have the police strike even for one day. One day of the police striking. I don't know how we would manage. We need to come up to a place where if we have to do something like the United States of Mexico, where the new president, she established this program where they've been collecting all the guns from the street. They were paying people for bringing in the guns. They were not asking people where they got the guns from, what. So, some way, somehow, like the communities that we are meant to build around our police officers, it seems like we are not building it yet. So we need to find a way to build that. So it's the mentality of cutting and cutting or cutting and cutting doesn't help us. We need to build that community around them. We need to play our part. Yes, they'll be on the street to protect us, but I'm not too sure that they find it pleasant either to be shooting at people or to be arresting people, to be, even if we were to have a street that is like gun free today, where nobody kills, nobody, it doesn't mean that they won't have work. They would still have work, but the focus would just be a little bit different. I'm sure it allows them to do other things, rescuing distressed people from the streets like me. Stuff like that. So I don't believe that they will ever lack work, but I believe that, it will be a better way for them to protect us. There are many ways for them to protect us. So I say no cutting, but instead just providing them all the tools that they need to excel, from emotionally, intellectually, and socially support of their family. And for us as citizens, I believe it doesn't cost us much to respect them. I know sometimes they have their flaws, but sometimes doesn't mean that every time we see a police officers we have to look them down like, oh, they are all the same. They are not all the same. I come from a family where my mother did the military service. My grandfather was a man who fought the World War, but came back and was also in how would you say that? It would be the equivalent of the RCMP in my native land. So he did that most of his life. He protected the people, and my grandfather even used his mystical powers to arrest people. But anyway, I will not get into the details of that, but that's for me, my token in terms of the leadership show and our police system. And I look forward to seeing that, one day Canada has the best police system in the world. If we have to do something like Dubai has, they recently changed the name, but they had this thing that they called the government games, where department, different ministry from Dubai will come and compete. But it became something national, and now it's something international where other countries are participating. So literally, you had like the Dubai healthcare who would send a team, Dubai police who would send a team, Dubai maybe media who would send a team. Literally, different departments of Dubai coming and competing. Real challenges like fitness, hardcore. And let's say the winner was to get 1 million AED, for example. That's probably 1 million AED is probably, I think it might be around close to $2 million Canadian, $2 million Canadian, $2 million Canadian dollars. Sorry. So things like that. So there are different ways to fund our people. So we really need to be creative. We really need to. But I think the last time when it became international, I don't recall seeing any of our Canadian police take part of it. There were different countries that took part of it. So we could have a nationwide competition of police. The best get to go there. But even locally, there are so many ways. Like, so that's my token about the for the leadership show today. Today it was about the police system in our province, in our country. Yeah, and that's it. See you in another episode.